Welcome, fellow truckers, to another random gameplay episode of American Truck Simulator. This time we're on Open Beta 1.40 with the new lighting system and all that. Enough talking, let's just get into it. I've just picked up my delivery. It shouldn't be that overly long of a trip, but as you can see here, we're packing something big. That's, anyways, never mind that joke. It's getting old, just like me. Oh, we'll let him go by. Man, this game looks really, really good. It's a looker. But I always thought that of the game. I even had a graphics mod overhaul, and it was pretty good. It's incompatible with this game version, but I think the game just looks like it's a masterpiece. Absolutely unreal. I can't get over it. Like, just wow. I think one of my only pet peeves with the game, really, is that little navigator that's behind me, like literally, because I'm overlaid on top of it. I wish I could move it down a smidgen. But you know what? I think there's mods that do that. Good God almighty. We'll burn the red light. Who's gonna stop us? Who's gonna do anything? And with the Logitech G29 by my side and my gas pedal, I can't wait to get that shifter. You know? It's going to be something. And to think that this game is like, $5 or $6. There's other games in the series that charge a lot more than that, and they're a fraction as good as this game. So we're just going to do a little delivery. Just a flesh wound. What a jackass. Totally got distracted there, obviously. The AI is pretty good in this game, though. It's either the placebo effect, or maybe I was running that graphics mod for too long, or maybe it's just the way the lighting system is. There's like a little bit of like reflection in the windshield there. It just looks super. The clouds seem to look better. Remember that this is more of like a lighting overhaul thing. It's not like a complete graphical overhaul, to the best of my understanding. I mean, I made a 10-minute video on it. You would think I would know. Again, physics, I think you want to go as far close before you hit the truck so that when you turn and you look above me there, that my trailer won't clip. Because I've seen people... Oh, looks like we had a little accident there. Talking about how good the AI is. Remember, this is in beta. Oops. Holy cow. Wow, that truck just went flying. Honestly, I am kind of all over the place. Because I'm just too excited. I just don't understand. This has to be, especially for the dollar, of value of what you get, of anything I've ever bought in my life for $5. Even at full price $20. I would have paid full $80 Canadian, which is the price of a AAA game for this. It is absolute madness. It's got to be one of the best bangs for your buck I've ever witnessed in my entire life. Whether it was a really good deal on an extra large pizza with extra bacon, you know what I mean? Or a 1985 Daytona Turbo car that I bought for $100. This has to be it here. This is it. This is the life. And with the steering wheel, like, I mean, I feel like I'm living this. And then I've got the 42-inch television in front of me, even though it's a little bit old. It's only 1080p, that's okay. It's an LG, it's a beautiful display. I've had it for half a decade. Yeah, 42 or 43 inches. When it's that big, who cares about an extra inch? But it's not too close to my face, but it's close enough that, I almost feel like I'm in there. Like looking at that steering wheel, that's about as big as it would be in real life. And it's just a marvel. And knowing that you're hauling something big, I mean, you just kind of like feel that responsibility as well, psychologically as well, knowing that you've got all of that, as I've been playing bumper cars with a couple of vehicles. But, minor details, right? This was actually a good payout, considering the distance I had to drive. Sometimes you got to be careful. Your trailer just kind of swings if you take a sharp corner there, and you can end up bonking inside another vehicle, especially when you're rolling at 120, 130 kilometers an hour. You want to be careful. The game runs smoother. I've talked about this before. Oh, I almost clipped them as I'm driving in the middle of the road. My computer's old, except for my graphics card, which is recent. I could play this game flawless on Ultra, scaling 400%, 60 frames, rock solid. But when I'm streaming or recording, I've got OBS open, my microphone going, the DSLR camera. The CPU power that draws alone is more than even a game like Call of Duty takes. I'm telling you, it's crazy. But now that I got rid of that graphical overhaul mod, which I think might have been bonking some stuff, I don't know, the game runs and looks better. This is an open beta. That's the part I have to keep repeating in my head. It's an open beta. Expect a bunch of bugs. Now I get it. I've only been playing this for a half hour. But listen, for an open beta, it's running a hell of a lot better than Cyberpunk 2077, which was being sold to us as a fully released title when that bitch should have been released in 2077. The people... Random event again, bus broke down. The people behind, making this game, which I think is a team of a couple of hundred people at the most. I mean, the devs, the publishers, everybody responsible for this game, they deserve, like, an award. I'm not kidding. Like a prestigious, almost like a Nobel Peace Prize, but, like, for video games. You know what I mean? Did that even make any sense? I don't know. But it did in my head. Mustang right there. Like, I mean, the cars, the trucks, you could tell what vehicles people are driving without having to see the name on it. World of Warcraft. It's almost hard for me to talk about because, man, I just miss that game. It kills me. The grind that it takes to keep up with it. But that was like my baby, That was my main go-to. 15, 16, 17 years. And I just recently, with the expansion, kind of went, because I wanted to get more serious with working out, playing the guitar, playing a wider range of video games on my channel. I'm not as good as, like, Asmongold, who can just play the one game and become rich with that. I don't generate enough buzz playing just one game. I have to do, like, a little bit of everything. So that's kind of why I dropped World of Warcraft. That's why Call of Duty is good for me, because it's just hop in, hop out. I don't play the game for half a year. I shoot you in the head once with an AK-47, you're going to drop like a sack of potatoes. Right? This game now is becoming like my main go-to game. To just kind of relax. If I want to sip on my Diet Pepsi or eat some blueberries, I'm using a steering wheel and a gas pedal here. I got a free hand. It's like, hey, Ma. Don't slow down my groove there, boy. Get out of the way. I mean, I know I'm still rolling out 120, but that's right, pick up the pace. It's just the level of immersion is what I don't understand. It's just so high. And I've watched people and they got their little fancy camera and you could see them shaking their steering wheel. I've talked about that before. You could see their foot stomping on the gas. That didn't do anything for me. It just made me go, yeah, and I already know the game looks good, plays good. I had a lot of fun with even the controller. $400 Canadian for the steering wheel, Logitech G29. Unbelievable. And I need to rebuild a whole new computer. But now I'm thinking to myself, you know what? I might delay building that computer now that this game is just running smooth as avocado butter on a warm, toasted bagel. I know I talk a lot. That's unfortunately just a part of my personality. I don't like awkward silence. So we're rolling in at 135 kilometers an hour. Holy shish kebab. And that's what I love again about this game. It's so dynamic. That could happen at any point. That's right, you pull over that Mustang, you know he's up to no good. Gotta watch my side mirrors to make sure I don't yap the crap out of the cop car with my trailer. The only bug I've had, but it's not from this update, it's when I had the realistic sounds, which I had to get rid of because it wasn't compatible. My blinker sounds are gone. Now again, when you turn, some of you truckers out there might know this. I think this is where, again, you want to like drive ahead as far as you potentially could, right? To make it like wider like this, but then if there was a car there, you'd be kind of screwed. And then you just kind of go in over the line. I don't know how that works. Like, no two streets look the same. I can't drive down anywhere in this game for, you know, like 5 seconds without it looking exactly like another place I was at before. You truly do feel like you're in another area. Mind-blowing. I'm so glad I got those extra 3 states. Washington, Oregon, and Idaho. I still haven't found Ida's hose, but I'm sure I'll see them eventually. I'll get to meet them. I know that was cringy, but it was supposed to be. Now, I never parked the truck with where exactly do you want it. That's a little too much for me. I don't think I'm going to do the quick one, but we'll just see how it goes because we're almost here, sorry. 15 minutes for that little trip. Okay, here we go. Is this where you'd kind of like want to go off to the left? Is that how you would do it? In real life, I don't think you would do that though, would you? That's what I don't know. And then kind of like almost come in from the incoming lane so that you've got more than enough room to get in there. Because, I mean, that's a big load, you know? Like, look at that Whopper behind me. I mean, that's a Whopper with double cheese and bacon right there. I'm on Weight Watchers, okay? I haven't had a lot of junk food lately. I've got some cravings. Set. I can do anything. Yeah, no, I can't. That's too much work anyways. I haven't been able to pick it lately. Where should I place it? Just to kind of get a little bit of that extra. You know what I'm saying? It's really not... I find like that view can screw you up more sometimes. Did I just hit something? I did. That's what I'm getting at right there. That is what I'm getting at. Okay. Right there. That whole, like, when you turn in, you know, it might not follow you. I think I want to go... Whoops. right? It only makes sense, like I was saying, where I would, you know what I mean? Kind of like go more this way so that I come in more as much as I can, right? Going as close as I can to that truck. So that now I can come in and not pull on the side of the post. Except it's going to make parking this a little bit complicated. Straightening it out. Not necessarily too bad, but I mean, it wants you to kind of get it in there enough. Like that won't be, you know, good enough. You know what I mean? I'm going to have to kind of do a little, so when you back up, if I want that to go to the right, that means I've got to move this to the left. Like that. But because it's got like that double trailer thing, right? Like the two parts that are moving, it's, oh man, it's messing me up. Yeah, that's not at all how I was expecting that to work out. I could just, you know, tap out, click the enter button, and be done with it. But it's that double pivot thing that screwed me up. Generally, when you just got the one trailer with the one pin, if you want your trailer to go to the right, then you've got to move your truck to the left. You know? And it just doesn't feel like this is what's going on here. And it's a good thing we've got that space in front of us. Otherwise, how would I do this? See what I mean? I start going that way, the trailer goes the other way. I wish that extra part wasn't there. It's going to take me 3 times longer than it took me to drive out here just to park the thing. And I have to admit, that's a little bit frustrating. I just don't know how you would go about doing that. I really, really don't. Wow. Can I drive all the... Yeah, I definitely don't want to drive all the way around. I don't know how a person would do this in real life. Like I said, that extra part there, above me right there, that's what's screwing me up completely. Absolutely 100%. Well, I mean, at least you saw most of the, you know, the video when I was driving there, so you don't have to stick around for this. But for now, I don't know what I want to do. Part of me doesn't want to just give up. I want to try and figure out. I feel like this is like a puzzle. I just don't understand. I wish I could... Yeah, I don't know why that other piece is there. I think that's what boggles my mind. It actually makes the job harder. So again, if I go this way, okay. See, it's almost like driving up on me. But it's not really getting me to where I want to go. Now we're just going to try and bring it back. Where the hell's that thing going? It's like the thing has a mind of its own. I'm going to try a different approach. I want that back thing to go to the left. Well, then that means I would have to go this way then. Yeah, exactly. Then I'm going to come close to clipping that thing. See what I mean? That thing is just mucking me up. Piss on it. For real, I can't do it. I just feel like the little bit of extra XP I'm going to get is just not worth it. Then we can always click on current company jobs. That way we don't have to go like fetching for something else. 'Cause sometimes when you pick up a job, it could be like you could start off in Utah, right? So you don't want that. This is the one that's the most profitable, but it also has us going twice the distance. That one, I feel like you're going further, but you're not getting paid as much. I could be wrong. Sometimes it's kind of... I don't know what these are. You can change... Oh, I see what it is. Oh, look at that. You can actually choose your... I didn't know that. Refrigerated... Did you get paid more for doing something like that? That's kind of interesting. Yeah, it's still... That's really, really weird. So 20,000, yeah, that's really dry milk, and this one's just milk. 31,000. Dipping into Nevada. I'm gonna start the trip. Just don't get too excited. Your trailer is ready. Where is it, though? Right now, I'm just glad I'm gone from that thing. Oh, there's my milk. There she is. I don't remember if I had an option for that one. For the milky. Whoops. Something different than just like a regular rectangular. Look at all that dust. I don't remember that being there before. I really do feel like there was a little bit more than just the lighting done to the game. Giddy up, cowboy. We're doing it. That's all she wrote. There we go. Sweet, holy pineapple. The hell with you, trailer. You were a thorn in my side. Again, you want to drive all the way straight into the other lane so that you don't clip your trailer. I know that after a while, like, there's obviously techniques and stuff. There's a way for people to do this. The right way. People do this in real life all the time. I just want to make sure I don't hit nothing. But I mean, in real life, when you see those truckers, sometimes that's why you see them kind of coming in your lane a little bit. because they need that extra room. You know, now that Euro Truck Simulator is on sale for like $4, $5 as well, kind of tempted to pick it up. I know it's a little bit like of an older game, but I'm sure it's still good. We got the police behind us. That's okay, though. We're not breaking no law. Yeah, that looks like a nice little trip. 13 hours. We'll see how long it takes. I don't know how long I will have to record. But it's not about finishing trips and all that. It's just about, you know, showcasing the game. Like, look at that. Look at the lighting and the clouds, how it reflects on the ground and all that. Oh, Again, you don't want to turn in too close to your side to the right? Or you'll clip. That's why the mirrors are very important. I'm sure after a while, you know, I'll get used to that. Signal, because that'll actually tell the AI what you're doing. Unlike earlier when I was playing bumper cars with him. Oops. Imagine the future of this game, these developers. Like if they ever made like an American Truck Simulator 2. I know that there was a Euro Truck Sim 1, then they made a second one, and then I believe that was 2012. If I'm not mistaken, 4 years later they made American Truck Simulator, and now it's been 5 years that this one's out. If I had to predict, maybe what, another couple of years? Maybe another 2 years? It would maybe work on one? I mean, they just gave us a really nice update. And for how cheap they're giving us the game for. I mean, these guys are generous. They're not asking much for their game. You know, I used to put a lot of thought into, oh, it's a $10 indie game. It's probably going to be a piece of shit. I used to be that guy with that attitude. No more. After Cyberpunk for $80 and this game here for $5, yeah, okay. You don't always get what you pay for. Sometimes you get less and sometimes you get more. There's no one behind us. That's how I knew I could just do that. Oh, that was risky. Oh, and I have to turn here anyways. Oh, shish kebab. Let's do it. I really don't want to clip my milk. And we've got the light, too. Get in there, boy. Nice and easy. We don't want milk spilling all over the place. I like that because that's the whole challenge, right? Just driving around a regular truck. It's not much of a challenge. But when you've got a trailer, you know, like, oh, there's a car there. You know, you have to wait for them to go by. I'm not doing anything, officer. Keep on trucking. This is the part, you know, where you gotta, like, watch your angles. And right there on the white line. Not bad. I kept it off the grass. That, to me, is where the challenge is, right? Slowly heading into the late evening. good. It's amazing, too, because when I used to think of games similar to this, I used to be like, yeah, they're fun, but they will wear out fast. Like, they'll get boring and repetitive. But here's the thing. If what's repetitive is the most fun that you're getting, is the part you're getting the most fun from, yeah, helps if I can string along a full sentence. Then that's a winning combination right there. See the lighting, like, from the clouds and all that? Like, how it just looks a little different sometimes, depending on what's going on with reflections in the clouds? Just like in real life. This is no longer just a video game. You know, suffering from everything that I suffer from. Boo-hoo, I get it. And then getting to talk and all that. I feel like I can release all that pent-up energy, all that anxiety. Get it all out of my system. I can't remember the last time I was at peace like this. I love that, all the bumps. That's from the... Well, I mean, it's from the game, but I do have a realistic physics mod in there as well. That kind of might help a little bit with that. Whoa, la la. Slow it down there, Jim. Now, I once had an event like this, right? This is what I like too, because now you got to adapt. And I said, forget it, and I still drove through. But do you know what ended up happening? I went around in the bush, and I was all like, nah. And I ended up kind of hitting like an invisible wall. And I was like, oh, are you frickin' kidding me right now? You know? So those are random road events, by the way. They're procedurally generated. You can actually have those occur more often or less often. So now, obviously, our GPS navigator is going to reroute us. Look at the flare from the lighting. Like, look at that. If you were half drunk, you would think this was the real deal. You would think I was vlogging. Hey, did you see Pumpkinhead? It looks like he's a trucker now. He's been vlogging. I thought he lived in Canada. I'm just saying. Canadian Truck Simulator would be cool. Or North American Truck Simulator, you know what I mean? Include some Canadian maps. Getting a little distracted there. We do... Oh, we're going to clip them. There we go. 70. That's 70 miles. That's pretty quick. That's over 100 kilometers an hour. This is where I feel like listening to like another modern day Bonnie and Clyde by Travis Tritt. Not much of a country guy, but let me tell you, you play this game, the country's coming at you whether you like it or not. Are we good? I hope so. Whoops. Oh yeah, we're good. We're plenty good. It's all good. You know, I'm telling you, that's the word I was looking for earlier, sorry. This game for me is therapeutic. That's the word that was on the tip of my tongue that I was looking for. Is he gonna let us in? I frickin' hope so. Even the lighting looks a lot better. Like from the lighting from the lights, like the reflection and all that. Just everything is just, this is a masterpiece. Let's have a moment of silence for a few minutes as we just enjoy the road. This is kind of tricky, eh? Looking at that map, it's like, oh boy, look at all these split roads. I don't think I've ever seen anything quite like that. Yeah, even the reflection from the beacon light looks better. How many detours do I gotta do? This is some real madness right now. How am I ever gonna get to my destination? I'm sure the GPS will figure it out. I ain't overly worried, but I'm just kind of like, you're really adding on to my trip there. I don't want the milk to get sour by the time I get there. But don't put me back on the highway. What if there was a glitch with the two events going on and they're at opposite ends and it just keeps having me go in a loop over and over? I really hope that doesn't happen. I kind of have a bad feeling about that. I wonder if there's a way to have interior lights come on. I think it's literally bringing me back to where it just was. I think I'm stuck in sort of like an infinite loop. That is hilarious. I'm pretty sure this is literally where it just was. Yeah. It's bringing me for a loop-de-loop. Huh. I wonder if I should just take like another road and then see where it eventually brings me. Because if I try to just pass it, like I said, that's not going to work out too good. Now, those flashes of lights in the distance, I don't know if those are a glitch or not. Yeah, they are. They're like a graphical glitch from the street lights. Yeah, I wish there was, like, interior cabin lights. Just to make it a little brighter inside. Yeah, we're gonna have to improvise. back here again. That's right. I'm all like nervous now, eh? Because I'm all like, well, there's that event over there. Well, let's just see what happens. Yeah, see, I can't just... My seat ain't the most comfortable. Oh, man. So, let's take a look at our map real quick. See, the thing that sucks... See, this is what's going on. I end up getting off here, right? And then it brings me back here, and then I just keep going in this loop right here. The one thing I could do, because, I mean, look at how far we gotta go. And there's no other roads here, is I could just technically go back to where it had me go to the left, but keep, like, going straight. Keep going north, right? And then at some point, maybe turn right on Reading. Hit Reno, turn left into Winnemucca. So I think I might do that. So that's not necessarily a glitch, because that could happen in real life, right? I mean, why couldn't that happen? So we're gonna have to think outside of the box. Can't wait to level up though a little bit more, so I can get like more powerful engines and stuff like that, get around a little quicker. Because even once I'm fully loaded, maxed out, got all the trucks, all the trailers, I'm still gonna want to do this. Just for the sake of driving, right? So now we know to just keep going north. Gonna have to look for a mod for interior lights, if it exists. But for an open beta, it's amazing. Next gas station on our right-hand side, I think I'm going to go for one. Remember, I'm not getting off here now. I'm saying forget it. Just experimenting with my lights a bit. Please pull in the vehicle inspection nearest wait station. Okay, no problem. I think you have to, or you get fined or something like that. I don't remember how it works. Doo-doo-boo-doo. $79, just about 80,000 pounds. Thank you and enjoy your journey. You know, I used to drive across the country. Not truck, but just car. Just, you know, road trips. I used to be into that. Ooh, that was close. Good thing I watched him from my mirror. I would see all the trucks, and I used to think how they're sitting up there in like a mini tank kind of vehicle. Thinking to myself how much fun they must have. But I mean, I've met a few truckers in my life. And they loved it. There's a cop there waiting to trap people. I feel like the lights are a little bit off though, eh? Like the red lights, I kind of feel like they're not reflecting properly, but again, how long have we been doing this? 46 minutes, yeah. I am probably going to pause it. And then come back like in another episode. Because this is still an incredibly long drive until I get there. But yeah, if you could see the lights there in the mirror, they're not quite, reflecting realistically. I'm sure they'll fix that. I noticed it earlier. I was just like, whoa, that's really bright and reflective. But yeah, all right. I'm going to save it right here. As always, if you liked the video, go ahead, give it a thumbs up. Greatly helps support the channel with the algorithm and making me more relevant in the search results when people are looking things up on the internet. If you didn't like the video, go ahead, give it a thumbs down. And I'll make sure for the rest of your life you see as if it's nighttime all the time. If you want to subscribe to the channel, naturally that would be great. But if not, thanks for stopping by anyways. Take care, and maybe I'll see some of you in the next video. Bye for now.